Okay, no problem. I think we should. In front of this car, do you want to pull up on the left here?
Yeah, we stop again.
Please, please. There's not much problem, but I think I should get that clear. Your mirror was okay, in and left. But what speed do you think you should approach this junction? Can you see clearly in this junction or not?
I saw that pedestrian way ahead crossing the road.
Okay. But that is still not an excuse to get as slow as that. The speed we were approaching, changing your gear to 1, it's at say like old man walking pace. It's not even walking pace. Do you understand? Do you know the disadvantage of going to that junction really slow like that?
Takes longer to get there.
Well, apart from that, what about people behind you? What would they think? Immediately you check your mirror, you signal, and you are dead slow. What would they think you are able to do?
They probably get a bit pissed off.
Fine, maybe, and they might thinking you are parking, you are not turning into that left. Don't you think so?
I have had people overtake me.
People might even overtake you from the right because you check your mirror and you signal, and straight away you were dead low, even changing your gear to 1. You could have controlled the speed, stay in 2, and maintain your speed so that people will know you are actually turning left, you are not parking. So people might think you are parking, and people might overtake you on the right. If people are overtaking you on the right, what do you think will happen?
They might do it dangerously because they're pissed off.
And that will be an accident, and we don't want to end up in the hospital. Or what do you think? So next time, what speed do you think you should use when the junction is clear, when you can see it?
Based on what I can see, I suppose.
Okay. And if you can see very well, what speed?
Then walking pace.
If you can see very well, jogging pace is okay.
If I can see very
If
well.
you can see,
Oh, if I
you
can see.
like
Oh,
this,
yeah.
jogging pace is okay. If you can't see, walking pace. But if you can see, jogging pace is okay, and your gear 2 will still be okay.
All right. Just let it roll.
Okay.
When you're teaching real learners, this wouldn't be marked on your part 3.
Okay.
But what kind of language was I using there about how it would affect other road users? What was the words I used?
Piss them off?
Yeah.
Okay, I should tell him not to use that.
Yeah, it's, as I say, it's not going to be marked in your part 3, but it would be marked in your standards check, yeah?
Okay.
Because a pupil who's reacting with that kind of language is probably going to enter into eventually develop road rage.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which is very dangerous.
Very.
The old red mist and not concentrating on what.
Okay, so I should discourage that straight away from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would go down well in your part 3, discouraging the pupil from doing it, but it wouldn't be marked against you. But it certainly would be on a standards check,
Standards check.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Alright. Okay. No problem.
Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shall I drive on?
Yeah, why not?
Not doing too well today, am I?
Yeah, we are getting there. Hopefully.
And turning left.
And we are turning left. Good. So, what speed do you want to approach this, Tony?
I think jogging would be okay here.
Yep. Okay.
I can see right into the corner there.
Good.
And turning left.
And we are turning left, please. Good. Tony, why did you do that? Why did you, before you made your turn?
Did what?
Okay, you more or less swerved to the right before you made that left turn. Why did you do that?
Well, the bus that I got here this morning to meet you, he'd done it on every left turn. Turning left.
Okay, we are turning left, please. I think I need to give you some explanation on that. Immediately we turn left. We don't want to do that on this junction. So let's get to somewhere that's a bit safe. Then, yeah, and I'll give you some explanation on that. You don't have to do that wherever it's safe, please.
Can we stop again?
Please. please, Tony.
You trying to save petrol?
Well, we have to be safe on the road, Tony, you know. So, what can you tell me again? You said the boss you used this morning did that?
Well, the bus driver that we've had recently,
Yeah?
I think he's quite new to the job. Last week, going around left-hand turns, he kept putting the back wheel over the curb, yeah?
You know,
Yeah, and I noticed on the last couple of journeys in, he's actually been swinging out, and he misses the curb.
okay. Yeah, to be honest, I think it's more or less allowed to do that. You know why? The road is really slow. It's a long vehicle. There is absolutely no way, especially if there are parked car around the junction, it can go round the bend normally without going onto the curb.
Oh, so
just because he didn't want to go onto the curb, that was why he
it's
did that.
okay for a bus driver to swing out, but not me.
You can't do it. This is a very small vehicle. You still have your lane. You must fill in your lane. If you, as you've done, and you've probably tried to swerve to the right before turning in, let's assume there was a vehicle or a very fast moving motorcyclist. Within some seconds, they will be right beside you on the right. Let's assume there was one beside you. What do you think could have happened?
I'll probably hit him.
Do you want that to happen?
But how would the bus driver not hit him either?
What they normally do, they check their mirror. Everybody knows that even to be a good driver, if you are behind a bus going to that junction, you should have known that will happen. Give him a lot of room and way behind. But you shouldn't have to do that. You have lots of room. You can maneuver it even without doing that.
So somebody would overtake me if I was turning left, but they wouldn't overtake a bus.
Well, they can do that. They can do that, but you don't have to do that, because the problem is there is no way the bus can maneuver that without going onto the curb because of the distance.
Right, just out of road.
Okay.
Yes, there is a way the bus driver can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
He takes it slower.
Okay.
He positions properly on approach.
Okay.
It's not okay for any vehicle to swing out. Yeah.
Okay.
Car, motorbike, bus.
On the
Yeah.
others. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So generally, it's not allowed. Motorcyclists, cars. I mean, very fast. Within seconds, they'll be right on your side.
Yeah.
And if they're there,
yeah, it can't be. It can't be dangerous for me to do it, but not dangerous for another vehicle to do it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yep, yeah. Okay. So next time we get onto the left junction approach.
Yeah, just remind me.
Okay, I will do that.
Picking up bad habits. I think I'll catch a different bus. And turning left.
We don't have to pick that habit. Fine, if it's a good habit, no problem. We can copy it. But if it's bad, no, we don't want to copy bad habits. Good. Yeah, good use of mirror, new road, new mirror. That's very good.
And turning left.
We are turning left. So how do you want to approach the left turn, please?
Sorry?
How do you want to approach this?
At the speed.
The speed and your steering and everything?
Oh, I'm going to keep it straight.
Okay.
Fred normally
Good.
asks me really direct questions.
Okay.
And turning left.
Okay, and turning left. Okay, are you going to keep your steering straight or you swing
Right,
to the right?
yeah, I don't want to hit somebody yet.
Good.
I think that people's getting told off, like me.
No, never mind. They're just trying to be safe on the road. I mean, that's the most important thing, safety first.
And we're going to turn left.
And we are going to turn left, please. Doing
That's
some,
what we've got this time.
doing some left. junction reversing.
And we're going to turn left.
Going to turn left at the end of the road, please.
And we're going to take the next road on the right.
Okay, I'm going to take the next road on the right, please. Tony, you've just caught the corner there, do you know?
No, it's all done that perfect.
Not really perfect. Not really perfect. You just caught the corner there. Do you know the problem, the danger in cutting corner?
Cutting corners is very dangerous. You get hit by a vehicle coming down the road.
Okay.
And we're going to turn right.
And we are going to turn right, please. Okay. Tony, don't turn. Straighten your wheel. I will tell you where to turn. Stop there, please. Stop there. Yeah. I can see there's nobody behind us, Tony.
Yeah.
If you want to turn right here, we want that side of the road, the left lane. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
Straight away. Let's prepare our car. Let's get ready. One and let's go. Can you move forward a bit? Just a bit?
A bit.
Just. Yeah, I will tell you where to stop. Just.
All right. I didn't
Stop
know
there. Now, look at that center line. That center line, we want to use it as our reference.
Line?
That center line in the new road we are turning to.
Yeah.
We want to use it as our reference point for turning into correct place. We don't want to turn.
I'll line that center line up here, do I?
Where is it cutting into your car?
Oh,
Where?
by the door mirror.
By the door mirror. Whenever it's cutting into your car by the door mirror, if you start turning at that point, we'll be turning all right. That should be your reference point for turning, not turning early and not turning late.
Oh.
Do you understand that? You've turned early there and that was cutting corner. You've told me the disadvantage. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What about even if you turn late? Can you think of any disadvantage of that?
I'd end up on a hedge.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to go onto the car because of pedestrian or anything. Do you understand that? Okay. So do you want to make your turn now? Good. Look there. Look into the road.
Right.
Look into the road. Look into the road. Look into the road. That's another problem. You have to look. Immediately you are committed. Before you are committed, fine, you are allowed all other roads to see if it's clear. Immediately you are committed, you should look onto the road you are turning into. Do you know the danger of not looking?
Yeah.
What is it?
Could be somebody crossing the road or a vehicle stopped.
So if little Johnny was crossing the road, what will happen?
Probably hit little Johnny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and little Johnny is a very popular boy.
Is it?
Yeah, we want him alive. We don't want him dead.
No.
Or what do you think?
No.
So please, next time we are turning, look onto that road so that you don't hit little Johnny. Please.
And we're going to turn right.
You're turning right, please.
And right.
Right at the end of the road, please. Yeah, good observation there. You can see through the car. That's a car coming. Very good. Leaning forward, hedge forward, deep and creep. Really good. I think you're really good in imagine.
Yeah,
you know?
I didn't run anybody over here, did I?
No. It's really good. So it's the same thing.
Was I looking in the right place there?
No, because this time around it's a bit different because it's an emergency situation. You still have to look onto the left also.
Yeah, but when I
right,
came out, was I looking in the right place?
You should be looking straight away into the right place.
I looked the way I steered.
Yes, immediately.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes, immediately you're on the road, immediately you are committed, then that's where you should be looking.
And turning right.
We are turning right place. Come up the clutch, then. Down now, please. Yeah. Okay, this is a very good place to turn. I can see it. So where will you be looking immediately you turn, Tony?
In the direction I'm going.
Good. Looking there. Good.
And turning right.
I'm turning right. So did you know? Okay, we need to talk after the turning right. Let me leave you to turn right now. Come up. Look, clutch up.
Sorry.
Turn now. And do you want to park on the left, please?
Again.
Yes, please. Yes, please, Tony. No problem. Don't worry. There's no problem. Just to have a chat, roughly, maybe within a minute. Yeah. You had your clutch down the turning before this, and immediately same thing until I told you to clutch up. Do you know the disadvantage of having your clutch down for as long as that, especially when you are making a turn? Do you know the disadvantage?
Well, just put it down and stop installing, haven't you?
Okay. Well, that's coasting. Have you come across something like that?
Oh, coasting, where you put it down way too early.
Yeah. So what's the disadvantage of coasting?
Oh, your car goes too fast.
Too far. And if your car goes too fast, what do you think will happen? Will you have the control of the car?
Yeah, it makes the car very hard to control.
Yeah, that was what you were doing. You did it the first turning and also the second turning until I told you to clutch up. So we don't want to lose the control of the car. You understand that? We should be controlling the car, not the car controlling us. So imagine you were going with that high speed and there was a problem or something. You might not be able to control the situation. Yeah, so we don't want to coast. So next turning, either to the left or to the right, I will help you with that, with your coasting.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Please, let's do it.
Come on, a bad day today, am I?
No, don't worry. It's not a bad day. It's even better we are doing it. So
and we're going to turn right.
We turn it right. Tony, look at your clutching this time around, almost at the junction, very close to the junction before you clutch down. It's the same thing even when you are approaching junction to turn left or right. Do you understand that? BBC, brake before clutch, is not clutching before brake. So you should be brake before clutch. Almost at the last minute, that is when we want your clutch to be down.
When I'm approaching, I always just get the gear, put the clutch down before I get the gear.
No, it should be BBC.
No.
It should be brake before clutch, not the clutch before brake. Do you understand it?
You don't listen to my answer, don't you?
Sorry?
Yeah, Fred normally listens to me when he...
Okay.
Yeah, when I come up to emerging...
Okay.
I always put the clutch down just before I slip in the first gear.
Yes, to roll down.
Yeah.
Walking pace to do your observation.
Yeah.
That's when you are emerging. Do you understand? On approaching junction, it depends on what you can see. Do you understand that? You might not, if you were approaching gear 2, you might not even need to change the gear. So you might not even need to clutch down at all. But if you are going to stop, let's assume you are approaching junction to turn right, the road ahead is not clear, you have to stop, then you have no choice. You can't treat it the way you are treating it now. Almost at that junction, clutch down, roll to gear 1, get ready to go. But if the road is clear ahead, the road on the right is clear, you might not even need to use the clutch at all. Gear 2 might be okay. Do you understand that?
Right, just wind it back a bit, yeah?
Okay.
It's the coasting you're trying to work on, yeah?
Yeah.
And I can see where you're coming from, and it's a good way of approaching it. You're trying to make a link.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Try and find out for me, do I know why I put the clutch down just before I get first gear and then the merge?
Okay, so what's the reason? What's the reason of pushing the clutch down?
I was hoping you might ask that. Because in the early stages of learning to drive, I put it down too early and I was coming downhill and I nearly shot over the giveaway line
We don't want to do that.
and that frightened the life out of me.
Yeah, traffic coming from your right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a great big lorry coming from the right.
Imagine
Yeah.
straight away we are in the hospital.
I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah. So you're right.
I wish I wasn't here.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the reason, you understand that. But you want to make sure it's really late, not too early before you get to the junction. You don't want to keep your left foot on the clutch while approaching. Do you understand that? Almost at the junction to roll down to gear 1.
It's the same procedure. I like things when they're the same. They're easy to remember, aren't they?
Yeah. Yep. So our next junction, left or right?
Turning right.
Do you want me to help you with that? Do you want me to help you with that, or you'll be okay doing it yourself when to put in your clutch?
Well, if I do it right here, is that the way you want me to do it?
Yes, please. Then you want to transfer that to your junction?
I can, yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's the same way.
Common sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only with me, it's not very common.
Yeah. It's the same way, just as you've done it right now. Yep. And also your look, immediately you are turning right, I can see you are looking to the right, is the same thing. So there are bits of some difference in imagine and turning left and right, but most of it is the same. So
End right and then immediately left.
right at the end of the road, and we'll be doing immediate left, please, at the end of the road. Right and left. Yeah, that's what pedestrian can do.
Yeah, I know her. I was going to wave her across there.
Ah, okay, good one, Tony. Because you know, is that the reason you want to wave her across?
I can't see when you stick your head forward like that.
Sorry about that.
And turning left.
And I turn left.
Yeah, I was going
Good.
to wave her across there. Because I know her.
You don't have to do that. Maybe you've forgotten. I know Fred must have told you that. You don't wave pedestrian across, you know? Can you think of any...
I don't just wave any pedestrians across, only people I know.
Even if you know them, you don't do that. It's wrong and it's dangerous.
I think it's impolite.
You know, it's as if you are taking their responsibility away from them and you are putting everything on yourself. Do you understand that? You can only be sure of what you are doing in your car, that you are stopping for them. Can you control other cars from other direction?
No.
So let's assume you wave her across, you stop, and there was another car coming from other direction. He didn't see her, he didn't stop.
Oh, I get you. He might not know her.
Straight away.
Yeah. Oh, I get you.
It's as if we've helped her we've helped to put her in that dangerous position.
And we're going to turn left.
You're turning left. So please, either you know them or not.
But you know, sometimes when they're standing on the pavement and you don't know whether they're going to go